faith in Jesus. God put Jesus forward as a propitiation by his blood to be received by faith. This was to show God's righteousness, because in his divine forbearance he had passed over former sins. It was to show his righteousness at the present time, so that he might be just and the justifier of the one who has faith in Jesus. Romans 3:25-26. These may be the most important verses in the Bible. God is wholly just, and he justifies the ungodly. Really? A just judge acquitting the guilty? He acquits the guilty, but is not guilty in doing so. This is the greatest news in the world. God made Jesus to be sin, who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. 2 Corinthians 5:21. He takes our sin, we take his righteousness. By sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh and for sin, he condemned sin in the flesh. Romans 8:3. Whose flesh? Christ's. Whose sin condemned in that flesh? Ours. For us then, no condemnation. Christ bore our sins in his body on the tree. 1 Peter 2:24. Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring us to God. 1 Peter 3:18. The best news in all the world, the gospel, is that God has decreed and enacted a way of salvation that also upholds the worth of his glory, the honour of his Son, and the eternal salvation of his elect. We need to have faith in Jesus.